Listen, before we get into this next topic, hit that like button, man. Subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Comment in the comment down below, man. If y'all agree, disagree, what's your thoughts on this? Because I'm not gonna hold you. I'll be reading them comments. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it be 2,000 of them motherfuckers. I can't get through all 2,000.
You be reading 1,000.
I'll be seeing a large majority of them for sure.
1,999.
That might be a possibility. Like, next topic, right? Who do you think is more willing to date for potential, men or women?
Women.
That's women.
Women. Straight up.
Nowadays it's women because in this generation, women are not trying to have no kids, no nothing, unless a man got everything to offer them.
Wait, they're not? They're not trying to have no kids?
There's a lot of women right now that's denying kids.
They is?
I don't have no kids.
I'm one of
so
them.
If they
I'm
can't find a
have
man
kids,
that don't
I'm
have
one of
the
them.
bread to help them with their bills and everything, to get their hair done and everything, they don't want them.
Not
And this
all-
is in the
it
real world, or
it
you talking about
depends.
like?
It depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation, right?
Because I don't have no kids, but I don't expect too much from a man. You just show me, who you are, be nice. I'm easy. I don't ask for your money, none of that.
Right.
So it depends on the woman.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but unfortunately, my values are strong in this area that I don't want to have any children outside of a marriage. So
I mean, that's how it should be. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
don't know where we got
I'm
this
super
from.
old school with it. So that's why I'm waiting. So King, if you out there, my babies are for you.
Okay.
As they should be.
Absolutely.
What's your thought? You still think women they date more for potential than men do?
It's like, it depends because not me, but
You're right.
some women do, like what she was saying. But me, I'm simple. So like guys don't, not look at me. Maybe I'm not what they're looking for, but I don't really look for much. It just depends
But
on
what
a
you
guy,
describe
they
isn't
looking for.
potential, though. I mean, that's what they're doing right now. They have to be able to do it right now, is what you're saying, right?
For me, no.
No, I'm talking about
Like,
what you...
but for a lot of women that I know,
Yeah.
they're not looking for no man that either have kids, like how y'all was saying before, don't have a job, not going to attend to their needs.
Right.
So they're not trying to have no kids. Right now, they're not trying to be in a relationship, no nothing. They're just trying to have fun, travel the world. And when they find that man, a successful man, then they're ready to have a kid and be with that person.
Yeah,
So
potential
that's the
is what
potential
you see.
Right.
Potential is what they could be. It's not what they are now.
Right.
So a lot of women do have a facade of what he could be, just like they feel like they can change a man, right? So it's about what I can potentially see instead of saying, what is he right now? Do I accept what this is right now? And, there can be certain nuances. I mean, a person should want to change and grow, but accepting them right now. But women are always caught up in the potential of what they could be, especially if they feel that they can have a wand and play in it, in their potential.
And it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's definitely
because
wrong.
I'm telling you right now, that rich man could be broke the next day.
Exactly.
And that broke man could be rich the next day.
I just think that people should just get to know each other and figure it out because everybody got their own views on what should be what. And I just think it'd be women like me, I'd be cool. Like, what's going on? How people feeling that way? I think people should just date, get to know each other, figure it out.
Dating right now. People are super lazy.
Right.
I'm dating, I ain't gonna lie. But they always be wanting the girls with the BBLs and that's outside more. So it's like, then they get mad when they get
You ain't say you had a man earlier?
Like that's outside.
Wait, hold on.
You ain't say you had a man earlier?
I ain't got a man. Who got a man?
She said she's
single.
dating. She didn't say she had a man.
I'm just dating. You never know. Go out to eat.
Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about earlier in the show.
We introduced.
Yeah, I could
around that
say
time. I thought I heard it too. But
We got to run the tape back.
Yeah, you got
I am single.
Run that back,
That
Turbo.
nigga watching right now, like, fuck, I thought we was together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No. She said she wasn't dating nobody. Then she
I know she said that, but I could have thought she said she had a
I'm
man.
not dating anybody at the moment.
All right, we're going to run the tape back. I'm going to send it to you.
Yo, Flash, man, what's your thoughts on this?
Definitely agree that women definitely look for more potential in a man, and I feel the reason why is like what all these ladies have just now said. Like they want the man that has it all already, and as far as potential, even if you don't got it right now, if he got emotion, if he got some kind of thing that could pop off tomorrow, that's what they want. That's what they looking. So some women would even like do some like sacrifice in their mind as far as like I'm a take this emotional stress or take this arguments or take all of this because I know that whatever he's doing for his career or whatever is going to potentially blow. So for example, if he's a rapper, he got a bunch of label meetings, he ain't signed yet, but he's in the door, he know these people, he's moving and shaking in the industry, but he ain't there yet. He's still pushing his Toyota Camry and he's still on the come up, but tomorrow he about to sign his deal. Some women would go to hell, arguments, putting this man through torture, trying to get what they want out of him because they know that when and then like even doing certain things like doing his dishes, laundry, the wifely duties, because they feel like when he blows and he get that check, that's coming right back to her in abundance. So they kind of do that, knowing that in their mind, like, I bet he about to level up, and I'm gonna come right with him if I stay down.
Right.
And if some people do that, stay down just for the come up, and then they don't even meet that because their needs be so, especially certain women, needs right now be so fucking massive. I'm trying to find a big ass word.
Enormous.
Enormous, ginormous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta make up a word. You gotta make up a word, but that like the level of what they want now from this potential man is not worth it. So rather you just stay down till you get it yourself, and then look for a man on your level, than just beat this man down with your needs and wants and everything like that, and then stay down, quote unquote, just to eat off of him. Because now, what if he get rich and leave your ass in the dirt? What you gonna do now? You just wasted 2-3 years building with this man, and then you didn't even get your fruits of your quote unquote labor, and now you tight.
Yeah.
It's not what you gonna do. Slash his tires.
Choose us. They choose us.
They will.
We don't choose the man. The man choose us. So it's up to the man. So
no,
it's on y'all to pick who.
I think
to be.
I think men choose who they want to be in a relationship with. Women choose who they give
exactly.
access
They can
to
choose
sex.
exactly, but the guys keep talking about the girls keep having these high expectations. So you got to pick the one for you. That's why you got to date.
Listen, a lot of women are disqualifying a lot of men. Like if you're not 6 feet, if you're not making 6 figures, so they choosing.
I don't know
about that. I like me a tall man. I'm
on a
short man, just not shorter
I
than me. Like maybe like
they picking the wrong girl.
And I would say it's the weak man that's complaining about it. Because why complain? Be like, bye, move on.
Exactly.
It's the weak one. It's the one that's hurt.
What you're looking
and
for.
He wanted her. And now she won't go to Applebee's. So
I don't like that narrative. I don't like that narrative of
what's wrong with Applebee's?
There's nothing wrong with Applebee's. I don't think there's nothing. I saw the list and I thought the list was retarded. I mean, you know,
they could have better. Applebee's got good food.
That 2 for $25.
I haven't had any good.
That's what go wrong with it a little bit. It's Tuesday. Oh, I'm about to go to Applebee's. I'm hungry. I
haven't gone to Applebee's, but I mean,
shrimp and chicken I had years ago.
Oh, you can have all the shrimp.
Not y'all dissecting the menu.
Yeah, sizzling chicken and shit.
Years ago.
I think you know what's a good qualifier for, like, you know, obviously, you know, when we had these podcasts, a lot more people could see some of the rhetoric or the mindset from men or from women. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think a good show that shows how bad the dating market is, or how we don't focus on the right things in the dating market. If you ever watch Pop the Balloon or Find Love, when you see them pop the balloons on superficial things, or just like they pop the guys, he's not tall enough, and then you can see the guy clearly is taller than this woman, but he's like, I'm 6 foot. Oh, you don't look 6. It's like he's clearly taller than you, and you have heels on, but you still felt the need to pop. It's like it's superficial things that, you know, men and women be disqualifying each other for. Like, you didn't even let the niggas speak. I seen niggas pull out and they didn't even get to say their names, and they already popping their balloons. And I'm like, damn, you don't even know the quality of man he is, if he's family oriented, how he treats women, how his relationship with God and stuff like that. You just popped it based off of looks. You didn't even give him a chance. Like, you know what I mean? And men and women both do that. And I think, to go back to the original question, I do agree that women do date more for potential, but I think we also we overlook the potential that men see as well. When men do date for potential as well. You know, I was in a relationship, and she's a great woman, but I seen potential with her that she didn't see in herself, and I kept thinking that she was going to meet that potential, and she didn't. Like, you know, and I think a lot of men do go into relationships with women thinking they could meet this threshold or give them grace and feel like, okay, maybe she's going to, you know, grow into this threshold, and they never do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, a lot of times we focus that narrative, is it just women that you really date for potential? But men date for potential too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, there's men out here using them for their money, because that's what they're going to try to equate it to. But I think, you know, men do see a quality woman and be like, you know what? She has potential to be a great wife or a great mother or X, Y, and Z, a great helpmate. And they don't fill those roles. And it's just like, I keep giving this woman grace. I want to give her grace because I've developed so much. I built so much with this woman. But some people just are not capable of reaching that potential. And I think men, you know, we don't give men enough credit for dating for potential as well.
I honestly think that I thank you for sharing that. I think that it's not, I think that men probably aren't as vocal that they take it, but I think a woman takes it as an L. she feels like she's invested. So she's like, I was help, and he didn't become shit. He didn't become nothing. And I mean, women are more vocal with that, I think. And I think that men just like, take a L and move on, where a female will actually internalize it, become bitter, and then move that. And
some women be breaking men down. Why would you guys want to speak if you constantly putting me down and bringing me down to speak of how I feel, like y'all was talking about earlier?
For sure.
I got a question though. Like, what do y'all feel is too much grace? Like, at what point is the cutoff point for grace? Like, if I see potential in you and I feel like you ain't meeting it, at what point do you cut it off at? Whether it's a man,
I never cut it off for some reason. I'm always trying to ride through it. Like
I've done that, but I don't believe in struggle love no more. I don't believe in struggle love.
I always ride through it, so I can't.
You ride through the struggle.
I ride through the struggle.
It's loyalty though.
I'm a rider.
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
I'm a rider, yo. I'm always riding to the wheels fall off.
Nowadays, I feel like a lot of women be kind of like, they hold a man to a certain standard. And it's the same thing for men too. I'm not trying to just only get on y'all women. But like, for me, just to put it on that side of the table though, like, women hold men to this certain standard or what they want. And if they can't meet that threshold in like a 6 month or some even shorter, they cut you off and on to the next one. But men, I feel like we do the same thing, but we give just a tad bit more grace because we like, all right, look, shorty might not be what I want right now, but I feel like if I could talk to her, if I could put her in a position to win or do this, she might change. And then we don't see that change. And then we keep going. But it's like, that's where my question is proposed. Like, where is the cutoff point? If you feel like there's one, or should you keep going if you feel like there's potential, or if you know it's like a dead horse, but you're still trying to track it down the trail, you keep dragging it?
Well, I feel like men are natural, want to be problem solvers. So if they see that their woman is struggling in that avenue or whatever, they're trying to fix it. They're trying to find different ways. So if this way didn't work, okay, let me try this way. If this, and I think once they've exhausted all their ways is when they're done. I think for a woman, it's more so, well, I'm going to speak for me because I'm not going to speak for other women, but for me, personally, it's if I'm catching you getting it. You don't have to be doing, like, for instance, if I say, babe, I feel you need to go, ask your boss, you've been working there for mad long. Why don't you, ask for a promotion? If I see you, looking at different things and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, babe's getting it. But if you're like, no, I'm just happy in my spot and I'm just, then I know that you're complacent, and then, then that's not the vision that we have or I have, and then that's going to move on. But if you actually, I'm sharing what I feel, and you were showing that you capturing those nuggets, you reading books and stuff like that, you practicing in the mirror, how you going to talk to your boss, like, yeah, you getting it, baby, you getting it, and I'm going to continue to rock with you for that.
Okay.
Well, I said practice in the mirror is crazy.
Nigga be looking like you still when she used to be rapping in the mirror.
So question, when you talking about the cutoff date, right?
Yeah.
Are you talking about as in like relationship wise or getting to know a person?
It was more so in a relationship, because I feel like if you're in this getting to know somebody stage, I feel like there's still room for errors and mistakes, so you should still give grace. But unless it's like a certain level, that's what I'm saying. If it gets to a certain level, like, it just depends on the person. Like, if it's
like
something that's in talk,
that's a level to you, a year or two. That's what
you're talking.
Oh, and no talking? No. That's relationships. As far as talking, it should be at least like a good trial period, like a 30, 60-day period.
Yeah, I'm not with that one.
I haven't
talked to people in a while.
Whether it's 30 or a year.
Respectfully, I feel like the cutoff day, if you're trying to like get to know somebody, should be at least probably like, honestly, the second, third day, because you should lay down everything that you want on the table.
That's true.
On your first 2 dates. So that way you make things even, more better for the other person to decide if I want to deal with you. Okay, so say if you wanted to be with just one person, right? That person didn't want that.
Right.
What are you going to tell them?
If they didn't want that, then respectfully, I appreciate your time. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll take myself somewhere else and find what I'm looking for. And if you want to be friends, we could. But if not, then I totally respect your decision and I'm going. But niggas can't take the rejection sometimes.
Right. So now, but there's not only niggas, there's
Men
also
too.
females too.
Females
Because
too,
you got
exactly.
times when a woman would just agree with a man, and the man would agree with a woman too, and say, I'm all about that. We can do this, and then when it gets serious, they want to change the whole thing because they feel like they can change the person.
Can't never change a man.
They bring their representative.
The man
Yeah, you can't have a representative.
accept us.
I
or
think
want
that grace
us.
period too also does depend on age. You know, I think when you're younger,
Facts.
you don't value time as much as you did when you're older. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, now that I'm in my 30s, like I have like a limited range for like, you know, what I could tolerate. Like when I was younger, I felt like, you know what, I could give them that grace because I'm young. Like, you know, a couple of years ain't gonna really mean nothing to me. Like, you know what I mean? But when you older, like it's like, you kind of expedite it and then the graces are less.
I think it's also an experience too. Like, I think I learned a lot in recent years. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't really change. Like, yeah,
True.
like,
They're core.
You, you try to get them time to develop and mature, and when you come back and things is still the same, you realize like, damn, this shit. Like they're trying to mask it.
Age?
Right.
Because I do hear that's why, you know, when we have this conversation with men, and this is why they, you know, some men prefer younger women because they feel like they're much more moldable as opposed to maybe somebody who's older who is stuck in their ways, man or woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you think that's an age thing?
I think it's a personality thing.
Mhm.
I don't think it's an age thing.
Yeah.
I think even at my age, I'm in my early 30s. I think that I'm willing to compromise and change if it makes sense.
You said early 30s?
Yeah, I'm in my early 30s.
Am
I not?
You want to say like mid 30s? I ain't gonna put your business out there.
I mean, I was going to your 20s. I'm just saying.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Business out there.
But you got something to say. But
your birthday coming up soon. But you know that's you know, that's neither here nor there. Like that's
All right, cool. Man, they can make me forget what I was about to say.
Well, you saying at your age, I think you was going towards more. You're still willing to change.
Right. I'm still willing to change.
compromise,
Know what I
right,
mean?
with
But I've met people that, you know, they might be early 20s, you know what I mean? They just stuck. Like no matter what you tell them, is going in one end, out the other.
That's true.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, that's understandable.
It also probably has to do with the upbringing at home too, because a lot of people that don't got like the father in the household or it's a imbalance in the home. I feel like that also corrupts the mind and the values of that person and affects their personality and everything else.
Only child syndrome, all that shit, like all that shit. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna say nothing.